goes nothing.
Hey guys, welcome back to another TG chat where TG sit down and talk about track and field in Jamaica. So, as you know, Jamaica National Trials has begun and we are now on day 2. Yes. So, heading into day 2, we have the 400-meter women's prelims, the 400 meters men's semifinals, and 100 meters semifinals, and for men and women 100 meters. So let's get into it. So for the 400 meter women was the qualifiers are Stacy and Williams with a time of 51.45, Leah Anderson with a time of 51.77, Shanna K. Anderson with a time of 52.17, Kellyanne Carr with a time of 53.58, Joanna Reed with a time of 53.84, Janelle Joseph with a time of 54.5.91, Onika Bassett with a time of 54.24, and those are the qualifiers. Wait, is that prelims? This is the semis. Yes, this is the semifinals. So, by the looks of the results here, the preliminary round ended up being a semifinal round because of the amount of athletes that participated, and some of which were withdrawn from the event. So Sunday will be the finals for this event. Okay, heading over to the men's semifinals. So, heading the table was Delano Kennedy with a time of 45.42, Zandrian Barn 46.14, Antonia Watson 46.21, Javier Brown 45.44, Kelmar Ferguson with a time of 46.424, Raheem Hills with a time of 46.27, Jeremy Bembridge with a time of 45.71, and ending it with Deshaun Dennis with a time of 46.31. And these are the men that will be going to the finals on Sunday. If you do not know how this list was made, it is over a span of 3 heats, the 2 best times and the 2 fastest losers gets into the finals. Okay, heading down to the 100-meter semifinals for women. So in the semifinals, the ladies that got qualified for the finals are Danielle Smith with a time of 11.14, Alana Reed with a time of 11.17, Lavoya Williams with a time of 11.19, Sherika Jackson with a time of 11.17, Elaine Thompson Hero with a time of 11.18, Tina Clayton with a time of 11.23, and Jodine Williams with a time of 11.19. So those are the ladies that got qualified for the finals of the 100. We go down into that part, you get the results of who came first, second, or third. Over to the men's 100 meter. Heading the table was oblique civil with a time of 9.95. Second was Akeem Blake with a time of 10.05. Gary Carr at a time of 10.07. Ebanks with a time of 10.18. Sorry. Rohan Watson with a time of 10.12. Javari Thomas with a time of 10.27. Kadrian Golson with a time of 10.12. And Boaji Nkrumah with a time of 10.14. Those are the gentlemen that will be in the 100-meter finals. So the 100-meter finals for men and women were held around 9 o'clock on Friday. 9 o'clock in the night on Friday, Jamaica time. So for the women, the winner of the 100-meter for women national champion was Sherika Jackson with a time of 10.81. Second was Tina Clayton with a time of 10.85. Third was Janelle Smith with a time of 10.94. Fourth was Ashanti Moore with a time of 11.08. Fifth was Jodine Williams with a time of 11.08 as well. Wow, that's crazy. Sixth was Lavaya Williams with a time of 11.13. Seventh was Alana Reed with a time of 11.17. And eighth was Sabrina Dockery with a time of 11.19. Okay, heading over to the men's finals. This was crazy. So, oblique civil with a season's best of a time of 9.82 took the championship for the 100-meter men. Second was Gary Carr with a time of 9.93, and Gary Carr broke Jamaica's under 20 national record that was standing for around 2 years. That the time that he broke was 9.99. Second, that was run by Boaji Nkrumah at the Boys and Girls Championship. Third was Akeem Blake with a time of 9.94. Fourth was Ebanks with a time of 9.99. Fifth, Rohan Watson with a time of 10.04. Sixth was Javari Thomas with a time of 10.18. Seventh was Boaji Nkrumah with a time of 10.26, sorry. And eighth was Kadrian Golson with a time of 12.87. So these are the final entries of day 2 of the national trials. So on day 3, we'll be looking at the men's 400-meter hurdles semifinals, also the men's 110-meter hurdles prelims, and the semi-final for the men's 200 meters and also the women's 200 meters. So see you then. Bye.